All right, fam, it's your brother Assad.
And I'm Adrian.
And we are back again with another quick video. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and hit that notifications bell so that you will be notified when we drop new material on this channel. Secondly, in terms of housekeeping, I got to give a special and a significant and a particular and a peculiar shout out to my South African family for all the love you guys have shown this channel, my wife, myself, my children. We greatly appreciate it. Third, in terms of housekeeping, bam, 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 just like that, bam, 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 just like that. I got to give a special and a significant and a particular and a peculiar shout out to the rest of the family, to the Burkina Faso family, to the New York family, to the Philadelphia family, the South Carolina family, to the Texas family, the Louisiana family, the New Orleans family, because there's two separate things. We see y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. The diaspora travel experiences. Man, listen, y'all. I am just astounded by the amount of responses we have received about the diaspora travel experiences.
All right.
HBC. So if you are with an HBCU, I've had people from Clark reach out. Clark Atlanta. I had people.
Clark Atlanta.
The AUC. What it do, man? Anyway, Southern University, Morgan. Well, we already been working with Morgan, so
yeah.
But so for individuals, if you are at an HBCU, but even if you are just an individual, and you say, listen, I want to go to South Africa and do this diaspora travel. I want to have a academic, cultural, as well as a vacation type experience.
Mm-hmm.
Holla at your brother, man. We've been in this thing now for 3 years in terms of living here, but in terms of doing this work and getting folk, to experience South Africa, particularly universities and college students. So we're trying to create more of these connections. So yeah.
Imagine yourself walking the streets of Johannesburg, where history, culture, and rhythm meet. Join me, Dr. Assad, for an unforgettable journey from the vibrant markets and iconic landmarks to intimate cultural experiences you won't find in any guidebook. This is more than a trip. It's a homecoming. For more information, visit AssadElmalik.com.
All right, family. So online, let's talk about online and what's going on in the world.
Online is just hell right now.
Man, it is.
It's the worst.
So I've been watching. All right, so we know about the diaspora wars. We touch on that. Mm-hmm. But right now in South Africa, we got the race wars.
Ooh.
Oh. I mean, so for those who are unfamiliar, probably the American people watching, there's a podcast. I think it's called Open Chats or something like that. There. That's the work. So I told y'all we got a worker here. Yeah, and he getting the stuff out the car.
Oh, okay.
We live in a whole gated community. Ain't nobody about to run up on us and
carjack. Doors closing and shadows just happening around me.
I'm comfortable. I got my window down.
Quiet and silent.
Nah. So I think it's called Open Chats, and these like some youngsters, like as they say now, these some YNs. Do they class? Do you have to be doing criminal activity to be a YN?
I can't stand that. Why would we do this?
Why would we adopt that name?
Oh.
Why would we? But because internalized racism and white supremacy has destroyed the minds of black people and have made us accepting self-degradation as an acceptable way to present ourselves to the world, as an acceptable way to see the world, right? Okay. But anyway, I don't know if they consider YNs. They might be YNs. But so the YNs had a podcast and they said some really vicious things. I don't know if they was playing. I don't know if they was serious.
Because you never saw it?
I saw it, but I mean, the people get just with anything. They give you a little quick clip.
Okay, so you saw like the quick sound bite.
Yeah, the little quick thing where they say it, and and the colored community. So it was the derogatory statements were directed towards the colored community, but they didn't. So they said it, but I can't remember if they was laughing when they said it or whatever have you.
You just gotta be careful what you saying.
Right.
You know, you gotta be careful what you're saying online.
But the colored community got upset. They wasn't playing no games, right?
Because you know, Black Americans extra sensitive too.
Everybody's
we
sensitive.
Say anything, everybody extra sensitive.
And I'm not saying that the colored people's not. I'm not saying that the colored people's sensitive. I'm saying that everybody,
I was saying that to say you need to be careful what you're saying about groups of people, joking or not, because people are sensitive.
Right. So the colored people got all up in arms, right? And I think one dude decided he was gonna take them, like, press charges against him for hate speech. And I was like, that's so crazy, because hate speech in the United States got to come with a little violence. You can say,
speak hatefully.
Yeah, you can speak hatefully. Yeah, you just can't do nothing physically to nobody. Yeah, you can say all kind of stuff in the US, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could threaten people for the most part. I mean, especially if it's online.
Listen, if we can sue for hate speech
like
that,
man,
I'd have been in so many lawsuits by now.
Yeah. And they ain't said to no person directly. Right. They said it to a community.
Man, bro, we like to sue anyway.
Yeah,
in the States.
litigious
all day.
But so they, and then I think his name is Gayton. Yeah. Gayton McKenzie.
Yeah.
He so then like the black, so obviously the podcast started the kind of this round of the conflict, right? But as they got into it, the black community, black South Africans, start pulling up like tweets and statements from Gayton McKenzie where he's saying like the K word and all kind of stuff. Hate. And my thing is this. I know that there's a complicated.
What I say about Gayton, because Gayton don't like no foreigners.
He don't like no black people. But he can only
see Gayton coming with my name in his mouth.
The thing about Gayton, though, bruh, is this. Gayton is only not black in South Africa. Bruh, Gayton is so crazy. I don't know nothing about his politics. I heard he used to be a gangster or something like that. But all I'm saying is that Gayton can if his brand, his ideology only works in South Africa. If you put Gayton, I mean anywhere, we leave America out of it. You put Gayton in Zimbabwe, he just black. Yeah. You know, it's the strangest thing. Like and so it makes you question like, you know, how does this ideology come about? Like this, I don't know, man. Again, you know, we've been here 3 years, but this stuff is, you know, that mixed race stuff is new to us because, you know, we've always thrown people who are generationally mixed as well as people who are mixed, like brand new mixed. Just I don't even know what they call them mixed no more. Old mix versus new mix. Old mix versus the remix. But yeah, we always just throw them in the black category. And when people try to make this,
it's easier.
It's easier.
We ain't got time for all these old subcategories. A little bit here, you know.
Yeah, it is easier. It is easier. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot easier.
We all this. Okay,
yeah, you know, you light skinned, whatever, you know, but you over here with us. But Gay ain't even like light skinned. That brother,
I'm saying,
he darker than me, and I'm like, bro, wait a minute, bro. But then you'll say, you know, color is a culture, but then he's speaking against blacks, and it's like, but there's different cultures within the black community, right? You got the Zulu, the Xhosa, all them. You know what I'm saying? The petty, spetty. Is it petty or spetty? I think I said that. I thought it was petty, but then somebody said it had an S in it. But he was American, so can't take what he say. But he's not speaking against, like, when he was saying things in his tweets, it wasn't against like a culture. He was saying blacks. You see what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
I'm mind my business over here. Y'all hope y'all work that out.
Yeah.
I hope y'all work that out.
I'm just saying, but it's like, with that being said, with all of the stuff going on in the world, all of the stuff going on in the world, this is the stuff that has us divided. You know what I'm saying?
Is it?
Like, in the United States right now, you got a group of people, the Pretendians. You got people who black as midnight. Black as 11:59 p.m. Talk about, yeah, I ain't no African, I'm indigenous, or I'm an American. All of this stuff going on. Meanwhile, we have Trump and everything that he's doing. He's only been in office 6 months. Everything that he has done in 6 months. 300,000 black women lost their jobs in the last 6 months. Full stop. Adrian pointed out to me that the population of New Orleans is 362,000 people. 362,000 people live in New Orleans. I'm talking about
city.
New Orleans proper. Like, because people say, oh, I Googled the population of New Orleans and it said it was...
Metairie.
We don't count them people. That's two separate things. Them people live in Louisiana. We're not talking about all that. Them people don't have the same mayor.
Orleans
Parish. The parish, baby. Yeah, we don't have nothing to do with the West Bank. And I ain't talking about the West Bank and Gaza.
That's a bit far, though.
That's a
bit far.
The West
to
Bank.
Say, like, Jefferson Parish is something totally different from Orleans, I don't know.
We know who live in Jefferson Parish.
Nowadays? Or when you were growing up? Because Jefferson Parish is new now.
Yeah. It's still... Well, let me rephrase that. Who controls Jefferson Parish? That part. And that's what make it different. That's what make it different. You got... Jefferson Parish, that's... shout out to JP. Shout out to Jefferson.
But I don't think it's something totally different from Orleans, though. You know, culturally. I don't think they're that far apart from Orleans Parish.
They don't do no second lines in Jefferson Parish.
They don't, but I'm just saying as far as other things. So second line, and yes, that's very Orleans Parish, but the food culture blends across parish lines.
And there's a lot of people from New Orleans.
Catholic across parish lines.
There's a lot of people from New Orleans who live in Jefferson Parish. So there's influence there.
That's what I'm saying. You talking about that. I'm talking about
But make it two separate things is who control it. Okay. Who in charge? Who the sheriff? Who the parish president? How they feel about black people in Jefferson Parish? You know, when you go to Jefferson Parish, you feel like you are in enemy territory. Yeah.
But who really controls Orleans?
The streets, baby. The streets control it, because it sure ain't the government. The streets control it. Somebody was talking about permits. And I said, man, that's on paper. Nobody go get no permit to do nothing, man. Like, you might, like if you building a high rise, like a building downtown, you might go, but didn't you remember when the Hard Rock collapsed? They had all them old fraudulent permits. People, all that old bureaucracy to stop the progress. We don't need no permits, man. Just do what you got to do.
You end up with a Hard Rock.
That was
the collapsing infrastructure because they didn't build it right.
One out of everyone.
Oh.
But anyway,
where
I forgot what we were talking about.
Because you went from Gate to Trump.
What I'm saying is 300,000 black women lost their jobs in the last 6 months. That is nearly equal to the population of the city of New Orleans, which is considered, not by size but by impact, a major American city. And this trend is not slowing down. It's not like they said, okay, we've stopped the bleeding now. It's like, it's just starting. before the end of the year, nearly 1 million black women, just black women, will be out of work. And we are online arguing about I'm an Indian? Oh, you retarded, man. Oh, you can't use retarded. I'm sorry. Let me apologize. I didn't know, because in New Orleans we used the R word. It's now the R word. Somebody said with the hard R. I hope I ain't offended nobody. But I didn't know that you could. Listen, I'm 46. So sometimes these words that you can't use, we didn't know, like we were using them every day. We from a different generation.
Right.
Our feelings wasn't as sensitive back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, there were certain words you didn't use. You didn't say the N-word to, if you wasn't part of the community. But, you didn't call people certain names, but they kind of started throwing in these, like they say, spaz out.
That's not good anymore?
You can't say spaz.
For real?
No, they say that's bad. I don't know. I think maybe people who have like seizure disorders were saying that spazzing was a derogatory term. And like, who knew? Who knew? We didn't know.
Where's the list of no longer allowable words in society? Where do they keep that list at?
Pretty soon we all
say something like, I had no clue.
Pretty soon we all gonna be just silent. Pretty soon you're just gonna be silent.
Speak my mind.
You ain't gonna be able to, and with ChatGPT, Negroes ain't gonna be able to speak their mind. They're gonna type it in. What do I think? Somebody said, I said I got my PhD before chat. Somebody said PhD BC before chat. That part. That part. But yeah, pretty soon you ain't gonna be know what you think. Chat gonna tell you what you think. But I just think it's so strange that we have all of these internal, very unimportant conflicts, while there's such important stuff. I mean, I mentioned the West Bank, and I wasn't talking about Gaza. New Orleans has a West Bank. It's divided into two. East Bank, and then there's this place called the West Bank, but only Algiers is really New Orleans. The rest of that stuff is Jefferson Parish. But when we talk about the West Bank that the rest of the world knows, we talk about we're referencing Palestine, right? You have Israel's literal genocide of the Palestinian people, starving people, right? They're starving people to the point of no return. Netanyahu, or whatever his name, Bibi Netanyahu, says he is going to take control of Gaza, right? Trump said he's going to make it into a resort. We have the Congo genocide. Right now, people are buying iPhones. Everything you need for your iPhone come from the Congo. And people they're literally, there's a genocide going on right now. And we are arguing about some of the most...
A jeans commercial.
A jeans commercial. Because the little girl said she got...
Online crying about a jeans commercial.
But you know they threw Beyonce in the cuff too, huh?
I don't know. I have to get off social media because the foolishness is just at an all-time high.
They say Beyonce put out a jeans commercial for Levi's where she trying to channel Dolly Parton, and they say that's cultural appropriation. And I'm liking to agree with them. I'm subject to agree with them.
Don't get involved in the foolishness online. You don't have to have an opinion about everything. Here's what I've discovered. People feel like they always have to have an opinion about everything. We don't have to have opinions about this foolishness. Who cares?
Well, you know what it is?
It's not important. Like you were just saying, this is not important.
But, I ain't no beehive person, though. That's what it is.
Put your hating aside.
I'm just saying, like...
It's unimportant in the greater scheme of things, as you just described.
It's true. It's true.
Who cares?
But here's the thing. What we have is the rise of anti-intellectualism. And the validation of ignorance through social media followers, i.e. if you have we judge people not based on their credibility, not based on their intellect, not based on their academic achievement or their expertise. We base people our ability to listen or follow people by the number of followers they have. How many people are listening? So because you can go to someone's page and they have 100,000 followers, right, on Instagram or on TikTok, they have 1 million followers, and all of a sudden that validates them. But that does not validate them in real life. They no credibility, but because you go to their page, and then it validates the echo chamber. So if you agree with if you're a Black American, African American, talking about you a Indian, and you go to somebody's page and they are pretending to, and you start getting into I'm going to follow this person. He right. So all you just do is follow the echo chamber, right? And the person that you're following, and then what happens is that they reward that. The algorithm rewards it with more followers, with more likes. And some of these folks, like, getting brand deals and they're getting paid or whatever have you. So they're incentivized to continue to put out ignorance. Incentivized to continue to put out ignorance. And then, so now you just have just en masse, a bunch of, I don't want to use the R word, but a bunch of intellectually disabled people. And they were not born disabled. They have their intellect has been disabled. You see what I'm saying? Their intellect has been disabled. And that's what we are. So oh man, some of the stuff you read online, I'm just like, I posted a video. They put up a clock with the hands, and they were asking people to tell time, and people couldn't tell time. Yeah. Man, I said, ooh, Lord have mercy. Thank God for being born in 1979. Because this generation, I mean, and it really shows how easily people can be misled. Easily people can be misled to falling into all kind of foolishness. It is what we see with the pretendians and the FBA is the same stuff you see with Trumpism, right? It is some sort of charismatic figure, whether they're big as Trump or whether they just, have 100,000 followers, and they're able to mislead people in so many directions, right? Misdirections. And it's just like, wow. But I don't know. What are your thoughts?
My daddy used to say, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. So
with AI now, you can't even believe none of what you see.
Yeah, right. Just take everything with a grain of salt. Unless I can touch it, see it, and feel it myself. Especially with these online folks, all this old smoke and mirrors game. There's a lot of fakeness going on online. So
there's a lady. I just found out about her this morning. She called herself Dr. Fontenot.
That sounds familiar.
But
I know somebody with that last name.
That person probably Fontenot. That's a New Orleans name, but she's not. She from Canada, but they got the French Canadian connection. But whatever, she's a podcaster, and I'm listening to her, and I say I can't believe she's a doctor, right? Now I'll get in here and laugh and joke, and somebody may watch this video and say, "Oh, he's PhD." I don't believe it. I got my credentials. You can Google me, but she was on the Cam Newton show. And she got up there and she said, well, he asked her, so how did you become a doctor? She said, I have an honorary degree in business and Christian leadership. I said, man, I could have.
Honoraries count?
Hell no, honoraries don't count. I
thought that was just something you give people.
Yeah,
to be like,
that don't
contributed count. Something.
Yeah, that's a doctor of humane letters. Nobody uses that.
Like,
I'm a doctor. No, you didn't. No, you didn't earn that. No, I mean, you may have earned. I don't know who gave it to you. She never said the university. But you still don't. That's.
I blame the for-profit education system.
That's what it is.
I blame the for-profit education. They made it accessible as long as you could pay for it. They made all these degrees.
Anybody became a doctor. Anybody, but I mean, she's going around saying I'm a doctor, and I said, man, this is. And then people are arguing that she is a real doctor.
No, y'all.
And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? This is the Twilight Zone.
We are in the twilight zone, though.
I said, man, you mean to tell me I didn't have to go to graduate school and write a dissertation and stay up for hours and go through revisions and do research. And all I had to do was start a podcast and call myself a doctor. Dr. Pepper, Dr. J, Dr. Dre. That's all I had to do.
That's all you had to do.
Oh, man, I feel played, man.
That's all you had to do, friend.
All right. We out. My camera says hi.
Oh,